Guys, we're in the Forum of Nerva, an emperor. This was actually the location of the temple of Minerva. And these are the remnants of it. The temple of Minerva was actually down here in this courtyard that is now ruins. Well, during the time of the proscriptions of the civil wars of the 1st century BC, the proscription lists were actually posted on the back of the temple of Minerva. So you have to imagine bronze tablets on which were inscribed all the names of the political enemies of the state, and it was the duty of every single Roman citizen to capture or kill the enemies of the state. Their job was to take their head to the Roman Senate, which is that building right there, right next to the sunset, that large triangular roof. That's the Senate of Rome. So that the Senate and the people of Rome, Senatus Populusque Romanus, decreed that the enemies of the state had to be apprehended, executed, and their heads had to be presented. What you just saw down there in the shadows, it's actually the Theatre of Marcellus. It was actually constructed for the nephew of the Emperor Augustus in the 1st century before Christ. It's just another example of the ramifications of history where everything is stratified here in Rome. Everything is stratified. It's like the flight of all these seagulls that are actually doing convolute patterns across the sky above us, you know. And it's just a matter of who do you think Rome is? That's a good question. I mean, who is Rome? What is Rome? Is Rome a state of the mind? Is Rome a state of the soul? Or is it a location? That's a good question. You know, the real truth is that Rome is not a location. Rome is a state of the soul. It's not about where you are. It's about how you feel. It's about what you feel. It's about what makes it Rome. And what makes it Rome is this. It's the fact that there's a stratification of ages, of experiences, of lifetimes, of history, of art, culture, of pain and suffering and strife and incredible endeavors and achievements and construction and demolition and destruction and fire and glory and floods and earthquakes and upheavals and reconstructions and rebirth and renaissance and medieval times and dark ages. All of this is Rome. All of this is Rome if you really understand it. And understanding it is not even enough. You have to feel it. You have to just look. You have to just have eyes. You have to have a heart. You have to have imagination. Hey folks, we're on the Capitol Hill. Actually, we're on the most sacred hill of ancient Rome. This was the heart of the religious life of the Romans. Actually, the Temple of Jupiter and the triad of the Capitolium was here. Temple of Minerva, Jupiter, and Juno, the wife of Jupiter. This huge neoclassical monument was constructed in 1911 by King Vittorio Emanuele to commemorate his own family, really, and then the victory of World War I. Well, they destroyed the most sacred hill of Rome to build it. But come and take a look. Take a look at the panorama. Well, take a look, guys. This is the local fauna, the royal seagull of Rome. Over here, we have the Capitolium. That's Town Hall. It's a square designed by Michelangelo. On the left of this Romantic ancient basilica. It's Regina Caeli, the Queen of the Sky, an ancient Paleo-Christian church to which the Romans today are really devoted. Over there is the Janiculine Hill. Across the River Tiber, the land of the Etruscans. And over here, the historical center of Rome, the church of the Jesuits, San Carlo ai Catinari there, and in the far distance, St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican, the seat of papal power.